Welcome to my craft pantry. I'm going to be making today a 18th birthday card for my lovely niece. So on my desk, as you can see, on my square dies, which I've used to create a card base, a mat, and this will be on the front of the card, another little mat. Then I've used these two happy birthday banner dies. And then I cut out lots of flowers using these dies. I'll show you in a minute when I've put these away. And obviously the number 18. So this is what I did first of all, because I also I cut out lots of different dies which are sticky because they are on double-sided tape. So I cut these out and then decided from others that I cut out what I was going to use, and I decided that I was going to go for these ones, which I've coloured with my sketch markers. So I should be using those on my card. I also coloured in already the banner, which isn't a banner, a little circle frame I mean, and along with that these are the banners. Happy birthday. So I have an idea in my head how I want this to look, because I saw I was in the supermarket the other day and I saw a design similar to what I'm going to do that I liked. I quite liked the layout, but I've shushed it up a little bit because it was quite clean and simple, and my intention's always to be clean and simple, but it never never stays that way. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to put these up on foam, and all I did with all my spare foam I've cut out ready to pop on the back. So I'm going to do that now, and I'll be back in a jiffy. Right, I'm back. I've popped up the first panel with some foam. The design that I saw, I feel like I should talk this through, had flowers that were coming up from the bottom, and then obviously this is just all printed on the card, so there wasn't any dimension or anything, but it had the a round circle and then the text in it like happy birthday. So this is what I want to go with, the same sort of design. So my flowers here are going to come up from the bottom. Even though I've actually stuck this on, I have actually marked off where I need to cut. And then this one isn't stuck obviously, but I'm just playing around with the design. I wanted it to go somewhere around about here on the front of the card. So before I can get the right place, I'm just going to snip off the bits that I've already marked off where I need to cut. So first one here, they are very sticky. This is where we start to bring the design to life. Right, so I know already that I'm going to pop, I'm not going to press them down because I'm probably going to move them. I'll just bring you a little bit closer. Must remember to take you out when I need to. Right, then this one, I was having at an angle. This one was my centre one. And then these little ones we're going to pop in here. So I'm not pressing anything down just yet. I'm going to leave while I play around with this one. So I know that's going to go there. And if I've worked it out equally, this leaf here was going to just touch on the corner of each one, but as that's got to come down lower, I might be able to bring this down a tad lower, so like that. Right, so that's what I'll be having the flower die cuts. This up here, I have gone just edged round this smaller panel and this one with one of my sketch markers. I think it was Pastel Peach, just round the edge, just to break it up a little bit. So then I need to manipulate that underneath and have this one empty space, well, not totally empty, the top half along there. Bring the 18 down. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do this, and I shall be back to show you, hopefully, how it looks. I'll be back in a moment. I'm back. So this is the card all stuck together. I did cut out and coloured my niece's name. What else did I do? I put a little bit of dimension foam under these 3 letters so as the banner would lay nicely on the top. So all that's left to do is I'm going to put a little bit of the Spectrum Noir Crystal Clear. Can you see that? Yeah. But I have to be careful with this because sometimes it comes out too much. So I'm going to add just a little bit around the flower. Oh, see what I mean? There it is. There's the blob. Let's see if I can lift that. So that one's going to be very, very silvery, shimmery. Can you see? Yes, I don't know why it does that. I'm sure I should have another flower on there. So let's just go over these ones and hope no more comes out. A little bit on these ones. I do like a little bit of shimmer on my cards. It's just subtle. Well, really? Maybe not that one. Right, can you see the shine? Maybe over the letters, I'll just bring you in. Look, it's done it again. But we will find a way around that. I think I'm going to look and see if I've got some hearts. I thought I had already coloured it. Ah, I did. Another little flower. Ooh. Right, I was going to pop one here. Let's just put some on. Oh, that little bit of tissue is close by. I'm going to look for some hearts and see if I can find some tiny little hearts just to put around. Maybe 3. So I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I found my little tiny heart die. And I've cut out 3 little hearts. I'm going to keep them white. So I've got some glue. I'm just going to stick these down. No, it doesn't want to come out. Oh, I do not have much luck with glue, do I? Right, let's clean this up. And maybe I shall use my Nuvo. Let's test it first before. Right, just a tiny little bit. Pop that there. Hide this little blob of sparkle by putting that one there. And then one over here. There we go. I think I'm going to actually add some glossy accents. It's not, it's crystal glaze onto the hearts themselves, just to give them a little dimension. Right, I might put just a little bit, a little blob in the middle of the flowers. If my hair got in the way, I do apologise. My head. Right, I think I'm going to leave it now. So I'm very pleased how it's turned out. Another card made. My lovely niece's 18th birthday. Let me know what you think. Pop it in the comments. It's always good to hear. Anyway, thank you once again. And I hope you will come back and join me on the next one. Really appreciate your time that you give to watch my little video. So remember, if you like what you've seen, let me know. A little thumbs up. Leave me a comment. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'd love it if you could join my little craft pantry. So, until the next one, have a lovely week. See you again. Bye bye.